Worst thing that ever happened to me. Happy Monday, show. Good to see you. I am having a heart attack right now because of a stupid iPhone game called iSlash. 99 cents.
This is what I deal with all day.
But 30 seconds before the show, I'm trying to win a game with my Ginsu sword, and I give a slap. Hey, welcome to Attack of the Show.
Kevin, be present.
I'm here. I'm here.
Be present.
I'm Kevin Frey. It's so good to see you. I'm sorry. It's multiplayer. It's great.
I'm Candace Bailey. We're coming to you live from the G4 Studios in Los Angeles.
All right, let's do this. On the old show today, Reno Wilson from Mike and Molly is going to be here live.
Yeah.
Plays a cop on TV, which is cool. Hopefully he won't be arresting me for a crime of passion. It was against myself.
Oh, God.
Sad. I did phone the police. Plus, Matt Myra's here to show off the all-new Droid 4 Engadgetron. It's fast. It's powerful. It has a keyboard that was made with lasers.
What?
Lasers!
Then, do you know what looks like fun? Kite surfing.
Oh, okay.
Because it's a pretty whimsical way to almost kill yourself. Learn more in all-new Adrenaline
Jesus.
Junkie. And we have got apps that'll get your life together from your finances to your to-do list.
Well, that's helpful.
I know,
But
so
wait,
helpful.
I'm sorry. You have to wait a second because we have more things to tell you.
Well, to be clear, Sarah Underwood.
Oh, well, thank you for clearing that.
You want some more things?
Yes,
Bring
ma'am.
it.
All right, I got some more things for you. College basketball's big tourney starts tomorrow,
Oh.
and we'll tell you about a new tool that'll help you sort through all the madness.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I get
I see what you did there.
Plus a flying RC Delorean.
Yes.
All that and more coming up in the feed. Back to you guys.
Yes, I love
Thank you,
it.
Sarah
Can't
Underwood.
wait.
You're
Thanks,
welcome.
Sarah.
You're welcome.
Time now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
We are going around the net. ATN. Now listen, stuffing your friend inside a wooden spool and rolling him down a hill probably sounds like a great way to end up on Around the Net, right?
And you're right.
Yeah?
But not for the reasons you think.
Раз, два, три, пошел!
That was bad.
Yeah, and here's worse.
Давай, едь!
Ah, physics.
And that is just one of the many, many reasons why you shouldn't roll yourself down a hill inside of some unused construction equipment.
Yes. There is good news, though.
Oh, there is?
Well, now the spool won't end up as like a hipster table in some free trade coffee collective.
Yeah, I would have used that
So
table.
that's nice. Would you?
Yeah.
Have you ever rescued a table from like an alley or a roadway?
No, because there's probably germs all over it.
But you'll use a giant spool from a construction yard?
Maybe.
Are they construction worker germs, so they're sexy and they're
Oh,
hard
yeah,
hats?
super sexy.
Amoebas with tool belts? Yeah, I get it.
Up next, a reporter from the British Columbia branch of Canadian television.
Who knew they had that there? A reporter who's in search of a story misses the facts that are right in front of his face. Literally.
You failed to prove it the first time around. What do you have up your sleeve to be more successful this time around?
Already said I will not be making any comment.
Oh my God, that hurt.
You know, I've done that before.
What, investigative reporting?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I just hope the Pole gets his own show out of this, because I think the Pole was really the star of the entire clip.
Yeah, I totally season pass Polpra.
Oh,
Polpra.
I think that woman just found out he's not the father. That's sad.
Oh, no.
That's more Maury Povich.
It is
I
Maury
believe.
Povich.
Comedy guns are shooting blanks today, my friends. Watch out.
Oh.
I hate me too, if it's any consolation. I really do.
No, Kev,
I just
love
wake
you.
up filled with hate.
I love you.
I can't accept that from you.
Well,
Can't accept that from
can
anybody.
you accept this?
I would have accepted it from my parents.
I love you. I love you.
can accept that
You're
a little
worth a
bit.
lot, Kevin.
I can half accept that.
And at number #1 today, footage from Britain's most prestigious canine show, the Crufts Dog Competition.
Oh, right.
Right.
Let's see, there's a stuffy British dog show and a huge trophy on the line. I wonder what could possibly go wrong.
Handling well ahead of the dog, Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. You let the dog go behind you and you can lose control. Whoops! Oh, no! Oh, and it was a good run, too. Well, a dog's got to do what a dog's got to do. What a shame. Oh, dear. Disqualified. What was the reason for the disqualification? Clearing on the course. Now, that's not very nice, is it?
He's so proud, too. He's like kicking it back.
All right.
Well done.
Is there a penalty? Like, do you flag the dog for excessive celebration? What happens in that? I mean, I guess that dog's a champion, because if he can't be #1, he'll damn well be #2. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see what the big deal is.
Well, the dog crapped on the show floor during competition. That's sort of the big deal.
Yeah, but we used to do that during gymnastics meets all the time. So,
Was your instructor German?
yes.
To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/
Around the net!
Such a beautiful URL. But now, it's time for an experimental sculpture update.
You may have seen this media circus all over the national news.
After a week and a half on the road, that 340-ton rock has arrived at its final destination early this morning at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art.
There's not a lot of things that would make hundreds of people stand on the street all night long. About 500 others waited with anticipation for a 340-ton rock to roll by.
Real story. The boulder landed at the Los Angeles County Museum of Art this weekend, so joining us now via satellite for an exclusive interview, ladies and gentlemen, it's The Rock.
Hey, Rock!
Do we have a connection? Rock, are you there?
Hi, Kevin. Hey, Candace.
Hi.
Hey, buddy.
Now, you had to travel 106 miles over 11 days to get here. How was the trip?
Well, you know, traffic in L.A.
Yes.
It's horrible.
Yes, traffic is bad in L.A., yeah.
Yeah, but what was great was they closed down all these streets for me, and I got a private escort.
Oh.
A megalith could get used to this sort of treatment.
I bet.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, this?
Yeah.
This is just my kale, kiwi, spinach, vodka, complete vegan protein smoothie.
Oh.
My trainer, Marco, says they're the best way to keep my metabolism going all day.
I didn't know that rocks had metabolisms.
Oh, yeah, brah. I've got to keep in shape.
Brah.
Otherwise, my agent might drop me.
You just got here this weekend and you already have an agent?
Hello, have you seen me? I'm incredible. Anyway, Brad got 2 of my scripts optioned and introduced me to a bunch of great people down at the Scientology Celebrity Center.
Yeah,
Have you been there?
No, have not.
Oh, it's great. It's like a castle, bro. Except John and Tom are usually suspended over a swimming pool full of crystals.
Sure.
I'm sorry, that's John Travolta and Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
Right.
I should have mentioned that.
Yeah,
You
no.
didn't have to, we got it, yeah.
Now, what do you have to say about the gossip outlets criticizing you?
What? What are they saying?
Oh, you haven't heard?
Well, yeah, a celebrity correspondent from News, Angela Stone, filed this report earlier in the morning.
It looks like Hollywood might be stuck between a rock and a hard place. The levitated mass boulder had an embarrassing time at the Viper Room when it took a rather revealing exit from its limo. Now, I'm no geologist, but that looks like some underage Quaternary Cenozoic strata to me. Time to cover up this rock with some paper or a decent pair of jeans. Oh, no, I didn't.
That's preposterous. That's unbelievable. The media's just out to get me,
Okay,
brah.
Rock, calm down, buddy.
No, I will not.
Okay.
You know, forget it. Hollywood isn't a dream factory. It's a slaughterhouse. I'm going back to Riverside. To hell with all of you.
Well, wait a second.
on,
Rock,
wait.
Rock. Oh.
Oh, wait.
What?
We are getting more breaking news from News.
It sounds like LA's most famous stone is about to get rolling again. The levitated mass rock began its long, slow route back to the Rock Hudson Memorial Hospital in Riverside, where it's going to check in to recover from exhaustion. And you know what that means. Stick around. When we come back, we'll talk to the Rock's former quarrymaid, who will have some revelations that are sure to rock you.
That boulder claims to be granite, but I know for a fact he's primarily sedimentary, not igneous. The world deserves to know.
Call now.
Just clap for it.
Honestly, that's the most news I've watched in a long while. Good to see things haven't changed. Still ahead, we get our hands on the Droid 4 in Gadgetron.
Matt Myra will rate it right after the break.
Hey, Matt Myra's here.
Matt Myra is here. Oh, your watch got me. Okay.
Spoiler alert. This might be the droid you're looking for.
Droid is back with the all-new Droid 4. This latest generation smartphone incorporates a laser-cut slide-out keyboard with a PC layout and LED edge-lit keys. There's also a lot of power thanks to a 1.2 gigahertz processor and the speed of Verizon's 4G LTE network. And capturing life on the go will be a breeze thanks to an 8-megapixel camera that captures 1080p video. Take the Droid 4 home for $199 with a contract.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Myra! Oh my God, what is that? That might be the new device we're talking about. Let's take a step back and talk about Droid, the very device that was supposed to deliver us all from the iPhone jail back in the day.
Yep, cranky people.
Yeah, after a somewhat disappointing Droid 3 came out last year, keyboard lovers were pretty much left unimpressed.
They were, but fear not, the Android is back with the Droid 4.
Oh.
The Android phone with the keyboard, I should say. It looks a lot like a Motorola phone, so it's got that sort of Razer design. You know?
From the front, yes.
Yes, not from the side.
From the side, it's like a Groupon for razors. Someone's put 4 of them together.
It's got the familiar angular body, but that's where the similarities stop. It's pretty thick. It's almost a half-inch thick. It's also heavy at about 0.4 ounces, or at that point, yeah. Forget it. The point is, it's a little lighter than the Droid 3,
right?
But it still feels heavy, but it feels solid as a result. And you're not going to feel flimsy. Like sometimes the Galaxy S2 feels flimsy because it's super thin.
No, this thing is a brick of a device, but in a positive
chunky.
way,
Yeah.
I would say. If you throw it at an assistant, they will go straight into a coma.
Yes, they will.
Yeah.
Are you listening, Russell Crowe?
Is he Russell Crowe's your
throws
assistant?
phones.
Oh, I thought he was your assistant.
I've recently hired him. He's fat now. On the side, you have a volume rocker. You can slide the display. You can slide it forward, revealing the keyboard, everybody.
Hey, there we go. So
look at that thing.
This is the talking
what
point,
we're
of
here
course.
for.
The keyboard has been retooled now. In case you didn't see, there's 5 rows.
Yep.
You have a fully independent number row at the top.
Yep.
How is it?
Now, this keyboard is actually the best QWERTY keyboard I've ever used on a smartphone.
Wow.
The spacing is great. Look at that. It's a luxurious keyboard. The LED backlit is perfect. It's not too bright. It's not too dim. The only thing I don't like about this keyboard is how loud it is when you're typing.
You mean the physical key clicks?
Yeah, listen to this, everybody. Ew.
Oh, I can't have that.
That's kind of gross.
That's Pop Rock's volume.
Then you're like, hey, I'm totally listening to you, but I can't turn that off.
Okay. Yes. So if you're a multitasker like Matt Myra and
Sure
you text while talking to people,
I don't pay
this is a
attention
bad
to
phone.
anything you're saying.
You're not even looking at me right now, Matt.
I'm sorry, Kevin.
I heard the clicking. There's a 4-inch QHD display, which sounds totally made up. It's got a resolution of 940 by 540. But in this world of super AMOLED screens, how does it stack up?
Not great. It's a little blurry, this display. The resolution, when you're looking at like a Super AMOLED phone all day, like I often do, and you look at this, you're noticing, hey, everything's fuzzy. I can see pixels. This is the same resolution as the Droid 3.
Wow.
So they kicked it up.
Really upgrade it then,
They kicked it up none.
Right.
You know, and especially
so the Q is for quasi. It's quasi HD.
It's quasi HD, especially when you compare it with the comparably priced Galaxy Nexus, which is Super AMOLED. It has a much higher resolution.
Beautiful screen on that one, yeah.
That being said, the response on the touchscreen is Android-y. You got a little bit of that lag, but it's decent. They're never going to get rid of the lag, everybody.
It's got to be 2 lines of code.
There's a 1 where a 0 should be.
Yes,
Fix it.
exactly. Find and
Fix
replace.
It. Hey, new Google intern wanting to impress people, find the line of code.
Make that your 20% of personal time work. All right, there is a new thing on this device here, a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera that shoots 720p.
Yeah, up from the VGA that was on the first one.
Yep.
And there's also an 8 megapixel rear-facing camera.
Megapixel's part of the story. How does it work?
Yeah, it's not the greatest thing in the world. That's a very beautiful flower. Obviously, the color pops there, but it is dull. If you actually saw that plant in real life, you'd know what I'm talking about. Look at that. should be better color. There's also a lot of noise on it, and the photos can be often blurry because the shutter has a little bit of a lag on it. But if you have a steady hand, you can get some decent shots on this thing.
I mean, again, we're seeing stark colors here, but these should pop a lot more.
Yeah, there's a lot of noise, even in bright light. It's just like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
it's an 8-megapixel camera. Again, the same megapixel camera that was
and
on
you have a
the
phone
Droid
the
3.
size of a tank. You think they could cram in 40 lenses on that camera?
They could cram in a lot that they didn't.
Okay. There's been a performance boost. We got a 1.2 gigahertz dual-core processor.
Yep.
Of course, 4G LTE, which is nice. It's still running Gingerbread, though.
Yeah.
Did that hurt performance, or?
Listen, the performance was good. There's a little UI on it. It's not the Motorola Moto Blur UI. It's a different UI altogether. This is it running next to the Galaxy Nexus. You can see it's a little bit faster than the Nexus when opening apps. That being said, when you run it next to the ice cream sandwich on the Nexus, you really notice the lag that's in Gingerbread. The last phone that came out had Gingerbread. The new phone that came out has Gingerbread. What are you doing?
Yeah. And your phone is the size of an ice cream sandwich.
I don't understand it.
Like, well, what's the,
Why do they make software that they don't put on things?
Well, does Motorola promise that an update is coming? Because everybody always does.
There's no time frame on when the update will be happening, but they do say it is
No,
up.
Matt, you've got a Motorola PR
I'm in a loop.
Careful.
I'm in a loop.
Careful. Come on
oh,
out
my God.
All right, you can get the Droid 4 from Verizon for $199 with a 2-year contract. At that price, what's the verdict?
We're going to give it a 3 out of 5, everybody. 3 out of 5. The phone is bulky. The software is slower than it needs to be. The camera's subpar, but I will say this. The keyboard is the best physical keyboard I've ever used. So if you're still married to keyboards on smartphones, go for it, and then wait for Ice Cream Sandwich eventually.
Awesome. Matt Meyer, everybody. Thank you, sir.
Kevin.
As always. I hope you and Russell work out as a business relationship.
I think.
That's it for today's Gadget Prawn. If you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us, gadgetprawn@g4tv.com. But now, over to Candace Bailey.
Thank you, sir. When it's time to explore cinema's Asian underground, we call on Chris Gore and Jeff Wong. They're not the reviewers we want, they're the reviewers we deserve.
Chris Gore here at Spin Fusion in Los Angeles, where I'm on the prowl for something on DVD. Something from the Far East. Something totally new. I know, it's time for Asian Underground. I'm joined as always by Asian cinema expert Jeff Wong. Now Jeff, today you brought me a mixed bag of goodies from the Far East, starting with Trigun, Badlands Rumble.
Yeah, Trigun Badlands Rumble is a sci-fi western where Bash the Stampede is sort of linked with this notorious bank robber named Gasback, and he's trying to save an entire town from Gasback, who is exacting revenge on the people that run the town.
This is also the first time that we've seen Trigun in a long time.
Yeah, the series ended a little over a decade ago, so we haven't seen these characters in a long time, but it was a widely popular series, a popular manga, and with this movie we get to see all the characters we grew to like in that series all back together again in a higher quality feature film.
So Sword with No Name has this epic, huge feel. It kind of reminds me of Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, it's actually a lot like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in that the core of the story is about these two lovers who are in the positions in their life where they can't be together. It follows the story of a princess who's trying to rule her nation. She's married to this king she doesn't want to be with, and then there's this bodyguard in the wings who's in love with her. He'll do anything for her, but they can't make it work.
Now, we've seen sweeping romantic epics with this kind of storyline before. What makes this one different?
I think what makes this one different is mostly the look of the film. In traditional martial arts epics, you have a lot of wire work. It's beautiful sweeping shots, and I think with this one, they utilized a lot of CG imagery and visual effects to highlight the martial arts in this movie. You have choreography that's a lot like 300, where it's slow motion to quick cuts. All the fight scenes seem really spectacular in that regard. So they're taking cues from modern day action film and integrating it into this historical epic.
Okay, so what we're seeing is a remake of A Better Tomorrow, but John Woo is involved with this remake. How does it hold up?
It holds up pretty well. John Woo gave it its blessing. He's actually a producer on this movie. But it has its own cultural spin, being that it was remade in Korea. It involves the politics between North and South Korea. So you have the same storyline with the two brothers who are involved in this gun trade and kind of at odds with each other, one becoming a cop, one becoming a crook. But obviously when you're remaking a film, you're going to have similar elements. The characters all got into their roles really well, and it's definitely a different take on this movie.
And, you know, John Woo films have such a very distinct action style that John Woo is like a genre unto itself.
I think the action is modernized for this. You don't want to go into this movie kind of reshooting the same way with the slow motion. There is a lot of double gun action. They did do a lot to pay homage to the original, but I think what they wanted to do is modernize it and make it their own, and the characters do a really good job of doing that.
Thanks a lot, Jeff. Yet again, you have saved me and the world. And Jeff and I will be back on the next edition of Asian Underground.
Thanks, guys. Still ahead, Reno Wilson from Mike and Molly will be here live.
And later, we go fly a kite on Adrenaline Junkies. I swear it's more adrenaline than a regular kite flying. You'll see. Reno Wilson, everybody! Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Are you sounding the Temple Run alarm? Is that what it is? Because we have a competitor?
Can I stop playing?
It's the best, worst addiction to have.
Well, it's the perfect game when you're a parent. I have two children and a wife, so it's the perfect game to play like when you're in the parking lot, when your wife goes into the supermarket and like boop 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 boop. She come, hey baby, she come back in, and I'm dropping the kids off for school or picking the kids up from school. I'm like boop 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 boop. Hey kids, how you doing? Trying to act like I'm not playing Temple Run when I'm playing in the bathroom. I'm like boop 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 boop. No, I'm good.
And you have to either stop at like, did I reach the high score, or have my thighs gone completely numb?
Yes.
And that's going to be hard to stand up now.
Cannot feel my feet
That's
right now.
That's the worst.
Oh, it's so bad.
So
but,
now, Billy, you guys were buddies way before Mike and Molly, right?
Billy Gardell.
Yeah.
He's been one of my best friends for about 8 or 9 years. We used to do this show on NBC, a now defunct show called Heist. Y'all remember Heist?
Remember Heist?
No, you don't.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Somebody's holding the Blu-ray box set. They're waiting for you to sign it.
It was
back
only
there.
them that was watching the show. But we played these real serious kind of detectives. We were partners, and I think we did about 7 episodes. And then after that, we did an episode of Las Vegas where we played best friends who won this lottery, and the whole episode was us playing this $2 million game of tag. We just smacked.
Well, you just did. That's fine. Yeah. It might have made it through. It's all right. Yeah.
But the whole episode, we were just smacking the crap out of each other in the face for $2 million. So
great. Now our editor has a good edit point. Thank you for thanks for restating that line.
So yeah, we go back as far as that, and so I got the script first for Mike and Molly. He's a stand-up comedian, and I was reading the script. When I got to like page 10, I stopped, and I said, "Holy." And then I picked up the phone and I called him and I said, yo, man, where are you? He was like, wow, I'm in Cincinnati telling them jokes. What do you want? And I was like, dude.
Wait, is he an old-timey villain from the 1940s?
And I said, oh, you did you? And he said, yeah, I did, Sammy. And I said, anyway, hey, man, did you get Mike and Molly, the script for Mike and Molly? He said, no. I said, dude, this is our show. Because anytime we work together, people would say, oh, you guys need your own show. You guys need your own show. And this was it. So 2 weeks later, I guess he got the script, and I saw him at the network test with Chuck Lorre and everybody. And I was like,
was there the wink and the nod, or was there
like,
oh, hey, we go way back?
Son, you know what I'm saying?
He said, you interrupted my lasers.
Yeah, you did, did you, Polly?
Yeah, but I'll take the gig, see?
Yeah, Fred, I'll take 2%.
I think a lot of people know your voice. I mean, they know you from Mike and Molly, of course, but I think they know your voice from like Transformers.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of voiceovers, thank goodness.
Yeah.
The first big thing I did for voices was you guys remember Sprite? Remember the Miles Thirst? He was the little black doll. Yeah. With the afro. He'd go, show him my motto.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. That was me. I was Miles Thirst. Did all the commercials with LeBron, and I've done the Transformers movies.
Yes.
Let's see, the first one, who was I? I was Frenzy. Frenzy was the little tape recorder.
Yeah, like the little tick-tick-tick-tick kind of thing, right?
He doesn't speak English, but he's more like, me, Vincent, me make it nothing, make it nothing. We make glasses. And then for the second one, I was Mudflap of Mudflap and Skids, the racist robots. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, we remember. So now was that your decision in the VO booth to go that route?
No, the script said they had flavor. But if you follow Transformers lore, they pick their personalities via the World Wide Web. I didn't know a red and green alien could be racist. I mean, I could have been doing, I could have downloaded Kevin Federline's personality, and he's not black.
Okay, yeah.
But you wouldn't know if you heard his voice. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But that would still be incredibly offensive if you went with Kevin Federline.
I guess.
Allowing him to be like the
It would be
bastion of
offensive
flavor.
to black people, right? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. And to whites. It's just pretty much offensive to everybody.
To human beings,
pretty
much. All right.
To the human race.
Understood.
But you do have the flavor, good sir, especially behind the keys.
No doubt.
Yeah, music has always been something for you,
Yeah,
right?
it's real big in my family. My dad was a blues organist and a singer, and he died performing when I was 4 years old. He had a stroke on stage. I think that if you're going to die, it's pretty phenomenal to go out doing something that you love.
And with the blues, if there's a genre to go on.
It's kind of predetermined, I guess.
So now, did you pick up and run with it at that point?
Yeah, my mom's an opera singer. So it was my family. We thought we was the Jacksons, the Osmonds, the Silvers, and us. The Silvers. And we thought it was us. So I grew up and everybody was singing and all of that good stuff. So yeah, music is very important to me.
And you filled in recently with Greg's band.
Yeah, the band from TV.
Yeah.
Man, Greg Grunberg. Y'all know Greg Grunberg from
big friend
Heroes.
of the show. Yeah,
and
absolutely.
Yeah, he's an incredible drummer. Scott Grimes, red-haired Scott Grimes. Wasn't he on, that boy can sing his face off. Sing and play.
Also pan flute. Most people don't know it.
He can play pan flute?
Bamboo pan flute.
Get the hell out of here.
I'm totally lying.
I don't even know what a pan flute is.
Absolutely lying to you.
I was rolling with you.
I hope it's an instrument. I'm sorry. I really do.
Get the pan flute app.
Oh, yeah, no. They do have that, but we are going to compare more Temple Run scores.
Okay.
We have to have you back. And by the way, we've got to get you playing iSlash next.
I just downloaded it because I heard.
Did you really?
I did.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't tried it, but I need something to play in the parking lot.
We're going. While you're waiting for the kids.
Yeah.
How was your day? I don't care. I got it at level 3.
No.
Dad's at level 10. I don't care if he's neglected. I love it. Reno, such a pleasure, man.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure.
Real pleasure to meet you. Reno Wilson, everybody. You can watch Mike and Molly tonight on CBS. But now,
Mike and Molly.
Over to Candace Bailey.
I don't know if y'all know this, but I am amazing on the tambourine and the triangle. So just keep that in mind. Stay tuned.
Somehow they're both always out of tune when you play him, though.
They're perfect, Kevin. You're tone deaf. Tone deaf.
It takes talent to play the triangle.
Stay tuned. Kite surfing is the new hotness. Adrenaline Junkies is after this.
What happens next?
This guy's about to cross a busy highway. So what happens next? Does he get sideswiped by oncoming traffic? Does he smash into a nearby pole? Or does he park his car like a boss? Find out when we return.
What happens next?
This guy's about to cross a busy highway. So what happens next? Does he get sideswiped by oncoming traffic? Does he smash into a nearby pole? Or does he park his car like a boss? The driving test in Europe seems to be much harder than here in America.
Hoorays! But now let's check our real-time mail thing.
Yay! KR Linger. Trip to Florida, $500. Trip to Cancun, $5,000.
Of course.
Staying in Ohio for spring break and finally getting to watch AOTS, priceless.
I couldn't agree more.
Love it.
Could not agree more. And in honor of spring break, Candace is going to get blackout drunk and make a mistake with one of our viewers. It's part of our epic giveaway.
What an epic giveaway.
You know, everybody on the Twitter wall is getting Candace Bailey. Congratulations to all of you. All right.
All right, read one. jerk.
JPMC Cord says, I am now a fan of R to the ENO. Thanks to an excellent interview with Kate Pereira. I agree, excellent interview.
He was awesome.
I put the ball in the tee with the question. Answer out of the park.
That's right.
He's good.
That's right, he
He's
is
really
good.
good. We're going to be playing iSlash together. It's good.
Oh,
You got to get in on it. Sarah's playing.
I
But she's
don't-
too chicken
I'm
for the
scared
challenge.
I'm not ready
so
for you
unbelievable.
yet. I'm not ready, and I want to do good. Give me one more day, and I'm ready for you.
All right.
All right.
Hey, if you want to be part of our show and end up on the Twitter world, tweet us or use the AOTS hashtag. What is it?
AOTS.
It's that easy. But now, our muse of news.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi. Bet you guys didn't know I was standing over here.
No, not at all.
It's time to start the feed.
I'm getting iSlash
Okay.
All the news you need to know. The feed.
It's Monday, March 12th, and here are your top stories. Let the madness begin. College basketball's annual tourney starts tomorrow, and they've released a pretty sweet companion app that will help you stay on top of your game. The iOS and Android app provides free radio streams of all the games and a full, easy-to-use bracket that shows where you can watch each game. But if you cop up $4, you'll be able to ditch the TV altogether and get live video streams of every game on your phone and your computer. Hooray for technology. Yeah! Now, I hope you're ready to get your learn on because the future of education just went mobile thanks to the Khan Academy. Salman Khan, the charismatic Google and Bill Gates-backed educator, just released an iPad companion app for his massive online archive of micro lectures. It includes over 3,000 free lessons on everything from math to economics to history and astronomy. Now, unfortunately, there aren't any lessons on internet memology, but there are plenty of lectures on evolution and natural selection, which is actually where the term meme came from. See? You learned something today. Yeah. Now, Reporters Without Borders just released... Sorry, I'm distracted. I thought you had your shirt off over there.
Well, she got it back on quick enough.
Oh, okay. Reporters Without Borders just released a list of countries that impede freedom of expression on and access to the web, aka the enemies of the internet. The usual suspects took top billing, such as China and North Korea. However, there were some surprising inclusions. For example, France and Australia are both considered to be under surveillance because of their government's harsh penalties for violating internet law. To find out more and to join the fight for an open, accessible internet, head over to rsf.org. And finally, a very skilled Ruski who happens to be a Back to the Future fan has recreated a model of the Delorean. Whoa! Yeah, it's a big deal, you guys, because it freaking flies.
What?
Yes!
What?
Yes!
What?
Yes!
Okay.
Yes! Okay. The RC model of the iconic vehicle from the beloved trilogy was made completely from scratch using ultra-light foam core and a ton of LED lights. But the coolest part is the 4 rotors in place of the wheels. While it might not be able to produce 1.21 gigawatts of energy or travel through time, it can, however, hover like a boss, which is awesome. Now, this just goes to show that being trapped in Siberia with all the time in the world can sometimes lead to something pretty cool. It doesn't involve vodka. Thank you, Russia.
Hey, Russia!
I'm Sarah Underwood. You've just been fed. Now back to you guys.
How many gigawatts was that?
1.21 gigawatts! I think that was a good impression.
Spot on.
I know.
I thought we were playing a sound file. I didn't know it was you. Thank you. Candace, say words, please.
Okay, it's summer, the snow has melted, and that's bad news for snowboarders.
It is, but don't worry. Extreme athletes still have plenty of new ways to break their legs.
Oh, thank goodness.
On the beach.
Adrenaline junkies.
Good news, junkies! Spring has sprung! Which means there's a whole new arsenal of adrenaline, stimulating sports to tap. Don't believe me? Check out the footage of these thrill seekers. It's a combination of wakeboarding, windsurfing, and gymnastics. Kiteboarding! Yeah, brah! Now you've seen it before, but seriously, these kites ain't your average beach toy. Look at these videos capturing the sheer power. I'm talking inflatable monstrosities the size of a tent that can bring a rider face-to-face with death on a gusty day. And while there are many variations of the sport, this no-limits format, called freestyle, is most popular among kiteboarding daredevils. It gives riders the freedom to pull amazing stunts at any time, so long as it has big air and lots of style. And this kiteboard season is kicking off with tour dates set all over the world. So check the International Kiteboarding Association's promotional videos for upcoming events if you're itching for a springtime rush. Now, if you've got an appetite for anxiety and a steady step, look no further than this spectacular highlining footage. This vertigo-inducing sport uses an inch-thick flat nylon webbing called a slack line. As shown in these videos, the line is tensioned between two anchor points at an elevation above ground or water. Now, unlike tightrope walking, highliners leave slack in their lines for stretch and bounce. And for safety, most highliners wear a harness. Of course, some stomach turners have opted to walk unleashed.
Watch out!
Ouch! So if you're eager to traverse the top of Yosemite or highline rock formations in Tasmania like these guys, with just 2 sturdy trees and a slack line, you can start training today in your own backyard.
Nice.
And from dunes in the US to deserts in Egypt, thrill seekers have ditched the snow-covered mountains and made the switch to sandboarding. Just check out these videos of riders carving up dunes and desert terrain with high-style stunts and speeds. So it's just like snowboarding, but with sunburn instead of frostbite. Now for you skiers, the world of sand sports has a place for you too, in the sunnyscape of Namibia. Ugh, he makes it look so easy. So leave your onesie behind and pack that t-shirt instead. And whether you're sand skiing or boarding, once you wrap your ride, simply head back to the top on a dune buggy. That's like a 2-for-1 extreme sports deal. I'm sold. So put away your winter gear and hit the surf, or sand, or slack lines. You get what I'm saying. Just get out there and do something.
I want to do that.
Really?
Kind of.
You don't want to do that.
I don't want to do
But
that.
thanks, Adrenaline.
Stick around. We get our app on.
Get ready to download some stuff that could make you richer and more productive right after this.
Yay!
The feed is brought to you by Dr. Pepper 10. It's not for women.
Feel like your life is lacking in the epic department? Then it's time to inject some 16-bit badassery with one epic game. This action-adventure game pits you as a hero who must fight his way through hordes of zombies, aliens, and Nazis in order to save the world from an evil scientist. Along the way, you'll find a surplus of awesome weapons and power-ups like laser guns, flamethrowers, and even a jetpack for maximum epicness. The game includes 5 gorgeous levels ranging from desert wastelands to alien-infested cityscapes. You'll never be bored thanks to its 3 different modes of gameplay, including story mode, free run, and challenge mode. So bring some epic back to your mobile gaming life and check out One Epic Game for 99 cents in the iTunes App Store.
Tomorrow on Attack of the Show.
Actress Katrina Law from Spartacus Vengeance is here to chat about sex, stunts, and merkins. Then Chris Gore reviews new DVDs including Spielberg's CG Tintin and the dark comedy Young Adult. And Grace Helbig engages in a little bilingual action when she sits down with Will Ferrell and the cast of Casa de Mi Padre.
It's Attack of the Show tomorrow at 7. What, y'all?
Most apps are useless.
Yes, but here are some apps that could change your life. Or at least help you not bounce those rent checks, am I right?
Right.
Life can be stressful. Fortunately for you, we've put together some of the best apps to make your world a little less hectic. If your to-do list always seems to be filling up and there isn't a way of getting it all done on your own, then let TaskRabbit lend you a helping hand. Currently available in 9 cities across the country, TaskRabbit makes errands disappear by bringing together people needing help and contractors willing to help you out for a small fee. Whether you just need someone to pick up your laundry or teach you guitar, fire up the app and select the type of help you need. Fill out all of the important information like what, when, and where, then select what you're willing to pay. After posting, TaskRabbit will bid on the task. Whoever offers the lowest price will automatically be assigned to take care of it for you. Once they complete the job, they are paid directly through your TaskRabbit account, avoiding any messy payment concerns. If you're worried about strangers being all up in your business, don't be. TaskRabbit goes through a rigorous application process, including a video interview and a complete background check to get started. You can start using TaskRabbit for free on your iDevice or via the web at taskrabbit.com. We all like to think of ourselves as regular somewhere, be it the comic book store across town or the bar down the street. Well, now you can put your expertise to good use with LocalMind. LocalMind improves upon other check-in apps like Foursquare by allowing users to ask and answer questions about a specific location. Want to know if the sushi place down the street serves dragon rolls? Or if your favorite watering hole is crowded right now? Then ask! Locals from the area will promptly respond to your question and let you know what the scene is like, allowing you to modify your plans accordingly. Become a local expert by checking in and answering other user questions. Helping others earns you karma points, which earn you special titles over time. Always be in the know thanks to free apps like LocalMind in the iTunes App Store. And finally, if it seems like your bank account is constantly hemorrhaging money, then perhaps the Lemon app can help identify where it's leaking from. Lemon is an expense tracking service that digitizes your paper receipts and backs them up in cyberspace so you never have to worry about losing them again. It uses your phone's camera to first take an image of your receipt. Then the app uploads a copy to Lemon's servers for processing. A few minutes after scanning, Lemon will automatically fill out where, when, and the total amount spent on the order. In addition to storing your receipts, the app will categorize and create graphs of your spending habits. You can also export that information to Excel or other financial apps like Expensify. It's time to clean those old receipts out of your wallet and go digital with Lemon for free on every major mobile platform. So quit pulling out your hair and take a breather with some of the most useful apps currently on the market.
Fail.
Yes, some enterprising longboarders built a ramp so that they could execute a perfect loop-de-loop.
They sure executed something.
To be fair, Kool-Aid Man would have totally nailed that trick.
Totally. Oh, physics are a bummer.
Yeah,
huh?
fail gravity plus acceleration minus your face. You want to say something? What do you want to
Say
say?
a special thanks to Reno Wilson.
Oh my God, how can you not?
Matt
Thank
Myra.
Reno Wilson. Matt Myra.
Chris Gore. Jeff Wong.
Yes.
And the Lakmara.
Oh, we love you, Lakmara.
And to you.
And to you, Candace Bailey. And to your German gymnastics instructor. What was his name?
I didn't really have a German gymnastics instructor.